my name is Samantha Chow Thomas. My Mien name is Zeo Yin. Today in the Mien kitchen we'll be making Kaleng Phen. I'll show you an easy, mistake-proof way of making it. I'll also show you 2 ways to serve it, noodle style and cube style. The first step to making Kaleng Phen is to start with the soup, and we're gonna do a 2.5 by 1.5 inch block of wet tamarind and 4 hibiscus petals and 5 cups of water. Put everything into a pot. After bringing it to a boil and letting it sit for about 30 minutes, you'll have this, and I usually like to strain it. So to strain the soup, I just put a cheesecloth on there, tie it with a rubber band, and then pour it in. This way your soup will be nice and clear. Some people like to, instead of using hibiscus flowers, they'll put tomatoes in it and make a little slightly different variation of this. So after straining it, since this soup is extra tart with the hibiscus flower, you can add it with water when you are ready to make the noodle soup, depending on your taste. You can add a little bit more water to make it less tart, or if you really like it sour, you can just leave it as is. Now that I've cleared the counter, we'll make the spicy bean sauce that goes with this dish. We start with the topse, which is a fermented bean sauce, and we need cilantro, about 1/2 cup of cilantro, and I didn't mention the topse. This is 1/2 cup of topse, and 1/2 cup of dried Thai chili, and 3 garlic cloves. All the ingredients can be adjusted to personal taste. So you put the dried chili pod with 1/2 cup of water and the garlic, and you bring it to a boil, and then you kind of let it sit for about 15 or 20 minutes, and this is what you get. And then put all the ingredients into a little blender. There's actually very many different ways of making it. This is a very basic and simple way of making it. The topse, be sure you do this in a ventilated area. Just add a little bit more water. This is also personal preference. You can make it slightly thicker or thinner. Just depends on your personal preference. Now you add the cilantro. Okay, so here it is. This is the topse sauce, which is the bean sauce for the Kaleng Phen. Okay, the next step is to make the Kaleng Phen itself. So clear up the counter a little bit. 11 cups of water, 1 16-ounce bag of rice flour, and I'm just gonna slowly stir this in. So as you can see, I'm not dumping the whole bag in at once, and I don't want any lumps, so I'm stirring it quite a bit, kind of adding the flour slowly. After mixing the flour in the water, the next step is to mix 1/2 teaspoon of limestone paste and 1/2 cup of water, and you mix that up, and then you pour it into the flour and water mixture, and you'll notice that it starts to change into this very light cream color, and you don't want the sediment on the bottom. Just want to leave that out. And then pour it into a pot, and try not to make a mess as you're pouring it. Turn the stove to about a medium high and just keep stirring it. It'll take about 30 minutes. You start stirring with a whisk, and as the mixture thickens, you will use a wooden spoon. So this is a very good consistency when you look at it, and when you take it out and put it on, it rivets up. You have to keep mixing just to make sure that you don't burn it on the bottom. And I did lower the heat a little bit. When it's ready, you take it off the stove. We're gonna make the kongfin two ways. We're gonna show you how to make it in a noodle form first, and then we'll do the cube form. And the cube form takes a couple hours for it to set up. So that's why we're doing the noodle first. Have a big bowl of ice ready, and we're going to turn on the cold water. We're going to take the kongfin and we're going to fill the potato ricer with it and just press into the water, and it will form these long noodles. Traditionally, Mien people use a tin can lid that they punch out with holes, sew a burlap cloth around it, and this way makes it a lot easier. To serve this, we are going to do the noodles. First, drain them, put it in your bowl. This is very sour, so I'm going to add a little bit of water for mine. Add the tteoksae or bean paste. This is all to taste, and then also optional MSG, and salt to taste. And you mix it up, and there you have it, kongfin noodle style. You want to put it into a glass container or a plastic container. You don't want to put it in metal. There's some weird reaction if you put it in a metal bowl, where it may go the kongfin go bad soon. You just pour it into the container that you're gonna let it sit in, and then you smooth it out. And this will have to sit about 2 hours, I think. If you're doing a large batch, it could take overnight. Okay, it's been 2 hours and the kongfin has settled or firmed up, and we're cutting, and I will show you how to make the cube. The best thing to do is actually to put a little bit of water in your bowl. It makes the cutting a lot easier. Use your hand. Just slice them into little cubes, bite-sized cubes, and then you drain it. This is very sour. Tteoksae or bean paste, and salt to taste. Also optional MSG, and you mix it up, and there you have it. My name is Samantha, and I'll see you next time in the Mien kitchen.